Back in the end of February, Myecheck was one of those companies who were all too happy to dip their fingers in the marijuana honeypot. In just a month, the company hit a 52-week high of 8 cents per share, but that was too good to last. Now, the ticker has slowly descended to 2 cents, but instead of discussing what's the story with that, we'll do something different today. We'll dig in all the sides of the company, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We begin with subject number 1, the good. Whatever else we say about Myecheck today, one thing remains true. It has some of the best financials you can hope for in a pink sheet company. For the period ending March 31st this year, they were recorded as 19,000 in cash and a total of 1.6 million in current assets set against 500,000 in current liabilities. Revenues for the quarter were 1.36 million and the bottom line, net income, was at a strong 1.3 million. Just 19,000 in cash is a little too light, especially considering the income. But even so, unlike other companies, the profit seems to be from actual activities, not goodwill and some other weird things that you can see in pink sheets. Regardless of this, however, Myecheck still isn't audited, so you should take everything with a grain of salt. Which, in a strange way, leads us to another positive. What you see is a press release informing of a change in the company's principal office, and I guess I should clarify something here. Myecheck isn't a pot stock, but it intends to provide electronic check services to pot stocks, and in this racket, credibility means everything. The company has a lot of problems with that, but it seems to be improving. Honestly, would you invest in a company that claims to be serious but has an office in a UPS store? I bet most people wouldn't. Fortunately, all this is in the past now, and the new office looks a lot more presentable. You guys knew this was coming from the start, didn't you? Of course not everything in the company is going well. First of all, we mentioned the credibility problems. Now couple those with the fact that the company is affiliated with pot stocks and you've got suspicious investors all over. Continue digging and you'll eventually see plenty of reasons why. Like this one. This is a question and answer the company conducted on its Facebook page with answered questions reposted on iHub. Here's the thing, Myecheck CEO Mr. Edward Stars was asked a variety of questions and basically he answered all of them by evading the issues, like why are the company's products delayed so much? Here's a sample. What is the status of the MJ Pay product? We still just have small tests going. Status of iCard 1? iCard 1 ran into a delay with their bank. What's the status of VX Gateway? It's moving forward. When will the media campaign start? When the mobile apps launch? We've seen this time and time again from companies. I call it the waiting game. Delay and say nothing about dates. Only that everything is moving forward, and if you get caught with something you don't like, deny everything. And you delay and hope that the issues will be forgotten in time. Either that or you simply don't clarify anything, even if investors want clarifications. Which leads us to the ugly, like the company's last press release. According to the information within, one of Myecheck's customers, Simplifile, had decided to convert their business to Myecheck's fully electronic check service, replacing ACH. Just a day later, this surfaced. Simplifile completely refuted the press release on its Twitter page, and the only thing Myecheck had to say about it we found in the question and answer session. Apparently, we misunderstood Simplifile's intent. And nothing else since. Doesn't this misunderstanding warrant a clarification, or at least they should remove the release? But as of this video almost a week later, there hasn't been anything. And the ugliest of all looms over that, the share structure. The company's annual report tells us that at the end of last year, there were 3.7 billion shares outstanding. Later, between January 1st and March 31st, the company issued 425 million shares and also bought 1 billion of Edward Starr's shares, which were supposedly cancelled. If you do the calculation, you'll see that after all these transactions, the number of shares should be 3.2 billion. And yet, according to the Quarter 1 report on March 31st, the count stood at 4.1 billion shares. Where did the difference come from? The company's silent on this, and we don't know the answer either. But we fear investors may be unpleasantly surprised. This is Martin Nadenov for Hotstock.com.
I have a small amount of money to invest and I want to gamble in the market. I'm looking for a penny stock that'll go up and turn it into 100,000 or $1 million.